Hi guys, Scott here with Stay Wild TV. On today's video, because I've been using my knife quite a bit today, I thought I'd do a how to maintain your knife in the field, or how I maintain my knife in the field, not how everyone should do it. This is just how I do it. So, obviously you need your knife. The first thing I do is inspect the edge. So what I'm looking for is any chips. Can't see any chips in there at all. So when there's no chips in the blade at all, I can't see any dinks or anything like that, and the edge hasn't rolled over too badly, then I skip the stone portion, and all I use while in the field is a quite common DC4 if I do have to do any maintenance like that in the field. But as there is no major damage, I go straight to the strop. There's no point sharpening your blade if it's not dulled. I mean, it's still sharp if there's no damage to it. The whole point of using stones, other than to maintain a razor sharp edge, if you're using it an awful lot through really heavy woods, you're absolutely abusing your knife. All you're doing is just removing metal for the sake of removing metal, which is why most of the time I just carry a strop with me, and all I do is strop my knife. This side here has some stropping compound on it, some Smurf poo. The other side does not. I like to put the honing paste on one side and not on the other. So all I'm going to do is strop backwards and forwards on the edge, like so. I'm not really counting so much because, you know, my knife, while I have been using it quite a lot, is still sharp. There's not really any damage to it. This is just maintaining and honing the blade to make sure it stays absolutely razor sharp. So what you're doing with the strop is effectively there is a microscopic bevel right on the edge of your knife blade, and all you're doing with this is knocking it over to the point, or knocking it off I should say, so that you're not going to have any crumpling on the edge of your knife. And this just means it's not going to snag on anything. It's amazing how small a imperfection it takes to really affect your knife's performance. You know, give a nice bit of attention to the tip of your knife. And then go back to the meaty part. So again, I'm not really counting, I'm just, I'm just watching. So it's pretty good. And then just to finish it off, I just do a couple of quick strokes on either side on the normal leather side. So the stropping compound just removes a little bit more of that micro bevel, a little bit faster. It's a little bit more abrasive, so it reduces the amount of or the number of strokes you have to do to strop and maintain your knife. I mean, you can maintain all the tools like this. You can maintain your axe. Obviously an axe is more likely to get damage to the edge, which is why you tend to be a little bit more aggressive when it comes to sharpening an axe, using axe files and really coarse pucks as opposed to finer whetstones, until you get, unless you want a really razor sharp edge on your knife. So there we go. Should have bought a bit of paper so you could see, but yeah, I can get the edge in there to show the light. There we go. That's how to maintain your knife in the field after use. So you should strop it before and after every single bout of using it. So I wouldn't say, if you're doing like 3 or 4 projects in a day, to strop it before and after starting each one of the projects. But I would definitely recommend it stropping it before you start, and then immediately after each project, and then really take some time to strop it, especially with the honing paste towards the end of the bout of projects, and that just maintain your edge beautifully, and it also saves your edge from any unnecessary sharpening away of metal or removing metal, so the knife will actually last longer. And also, a lot of people, when they sharpen, I've found that they actually have a pretty sharp edge that just needs a little bit of honing, and they end up actually ruining their edge by sharpening it because they think it's dull. So yeah, as you guys know, I am trying to grow my channel, so please consider subscribing, hit the notification bell, and until next time guys, remember you were born wild, so stay wild.